So I'm a little bit different today. Um, Maybe a little puzzly. I don't know. I was kind of interested in this. My wife actually bought this one. I'd been kind of side eyeing it for a little while, and I keep hearing really nice things about it. So I thought we'd try something like this out. I got a little information, and it looks like the game takes place over the course of 18 days. So what do you say? We'll break up each day into its own video, and I don't know, maybe I'm a dumbass, maybe this will be boring. Maybe you can laugh at me not noticing things. But let's give it a try. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hand. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Sound effects kind of loud. Day 1, Thursday. Hi, kitty. Good kitty. Oh, that purr sounds just like mine. That's how JoJo purrs. Eli White. I have been called away to assist an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. I'm certainly going to. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. Then why leave me in charge? I should be back in a few days. Use arrow or WASD to navigate my shop. Why do you have an exclamation point? Ah, okay, so this is character information. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway for so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that's mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. All right, we like Eli then. The Devourer of Souls. Accurate. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. So it looks like 3, 6, 7, 8 more characters. All right. Our bell is... Oh, it looks like we don't need the keyboard at all if we don't want it. Well, that's nice. We can do the whole thing with the mouse. So I got a couple of things lying around then. We got pendants. We got scale over here. This creepy looking thing, whatever the hell that is. Can I do something? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the book should be sitting there in front of everyone, right? I guess let's hit the bell. Thomas Pope. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man who have two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Okay. So we need hunter's boon. So right click on items to inspect them. Okay. Hunter's boon. Well, this doesn't say anything about hunting. What about this little bat? Move a cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. Every sound has become both louder and clearer. I have nothing to remark. So it looks like items have these different categories. I guess that's the best way to say this. What it's made up of. I don't know, maybe how it feels. Scent and sound, that's obvious. Inner perception. What would be a hunter's boot? Can I have more information on that? Doesn't appear so. Okay, we got a deer over here. How about that? Nothing to remark on inner perception or scent and sound. It's textured and it's made of clay. Let's see what our book has to say. How about that? Hunter's boon. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predator being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay, so we're looking for something taken from a slain beast, preferably deadly. It's simple. And we're trying to enhance perception and agility. So I don't think this is the right, but I want to come back here. Every sound has become louder and clearer. That would be an enhance of perception. So I think that's what we need to do here. We've got to find something that kind of matches everything that's looking for. So let's start with from a predator. Color and composition. So this is bone. Doesn't say from what though. Coarse fibers. Soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. That makes me think agility. Has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Interesting. All right, what else do we have that might be from an animal? Yeah, see, that's made of bronze. That's not what we're looking for. These are locked. Can't get in there. So this is yellowy brown. Smooth but with hard ridges. Nothing to remark. Gives me a sensation of power. Huh. Well, I mean, the only thing here that feels like it matches what we read in the book would be this necklace. Or is this a necklace? I don't know what this is, I guess. But this is evil. Should we give it to him? I don't know what happens if we give someone the wrong thing. Let's find out. Oh no, that wasn't the item I'm looking for. I should slow down and think this through more carefully. Okay. We have weights in there. Oh, so I wonder how much stuff weighs is going to be important later. We want something made from a predator. What is this creepy thing? Iron, gray metal, flecked with dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. I would have guessed that. This is all wood. I mean, there's this. I'm not sure what this is made of. Just says yellowy brown. And we're not really getting anything else from it. It gives me a sensation of power. Maybe that's... Let's try this. Okay, this is a tiger's tooth. Trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. All right. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. This is book content. So is that my yellow book? Can add labels to items while inspecting them. Hunter's boon. Okay. So we got our first customer. I see the clock and it's freaking me out. I don't know that we're actually on any kind of time limit. I hope not. Because I feel like I did not do that quickly. And look, there's like secrets in the shop. What goes in there? All right, I'm digging this so far. Let's ring the bell. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. All right, a shadow hold. Shadow hold. A shadow hold or an oshatic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshatic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Okay. Well, I mean, this stands out immediately. Do we have anything else? It was very, very specific about it being a container. And I don't even see anything else that could be a container. It's made of clay. I mean, this is the design, right? Markings have been carved in it. It's pungent. Nothing to remark for perception. I think we drop it and just hope this one's... I don't even know what else it could be from what we read there. Okay, so that's our shadow hold. A sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. So that's more book content. That is going into our yellow book. There's an auto-labeling options and setting if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. Oh, really? Yeah, let's just turn that on. I'm kind of enjoying not really having to do anything other than click. I assume it will activate on the next one. What it was, shadow hold? Let me make sure I actually... Okay, yeah. All right, so that's another person down. We got that one done pretty quick. I just want to look around here real quick and want to see if there's anything else hidden, or so can we can move the candles. So this is locked up on us right now. Do we have anything on us that kind of looks like that? Can't see the back of these things, so we only need to... I don't see any... Bug. Cat, get the bug. What are you doing, cat? We need a new cat in this establishment. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks like we'd be able to unlock that. At least not right now. Alright. David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Oh, you're the postman. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. Charlie Weathers. The Shin. What are the Shin? I mean, you sent me this. Couldn't you have sent me the papers? I'm not sure. Oh, look at this. We're missing tiles. What is this? All right, I am... Oh. It says explore. So that's a new option to appear there. Oh, we have a map. Can we go to all these places? This was a mistake. Oh no, it did something to my... I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay, maybe I need to not mess up. Because it's green down here and then red up here. And I don't think we like red. On thematic fields. All thematic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thematic or a thaumic lens. A diurnal field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Use shift to bring up the magnifying glass. Reminder, I stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Okay. I want to make sure we keep these two things in mind. So I'm going to put this over here and actually feel confident, because if you look, that symbol already exists up here and down here. And these are on kind of opposite, what, ley lines almost? Ooh, although that's not the case for over here. Oh, look. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about this. Yeah, there's multiples on each one. Oh, look, though. Actually, these two kind of line up. Yeah, look. So arrow, arrow, D+, D+, prince, prince. I actually feel good about that. All right, so my initial idea was wrong, but upon paying half a second's attention, I think we discovered something there. Okay, so... Oh, my mouse wheel will bring the magnifying glass up too. That's nice. All right, so hold on. Let me... Some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Boatyard. Number 8. Yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timbers covers most of the outdoor space that hasn't been taken up by overturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of the desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. All right. So we have sleep vessel. Oh. I wanted to see what they all were. It seems like they're just unlocking new descriptions for us. Apparently, as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. Okay. Yeah, so I think all this sleep vessel is here now, yeah. So all these pages we're unlocking must be new kind of item descriptions. I'm digging this. Okay. So that means this letter is... Is there somewhere I could put this? Yeah, see, it's even got a check mark on it now. I'm just gonna put it in there. And then what was this? Stored a couple items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Strange horticulture. That was the previous game, I think, right? Strange horticulture? All right, so Strange Antiquities is 29. We got, it seemed like we got penalized when I randomly clicked on the other thing. So I don't want to make a mistake. Doesn't say which next door. Stored a couple items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. I like that when we have the map up, our letters show up like this. That's just nice quality of life. Yeah, so we're there. Do we risk trying one of these? Must have taken a wrong turn. This isn't where I meant to come. Yeah, it's some kind of dread. Okay, well, maybe we need some more information on that. Maybe we don't have what we need for that yet. So let's hit the bell. Stanley Hume. I want an Osik ring. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Okay. Osik ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Fortune, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Osik ring up to their ear. Like this? Soft sound like a serpent's whisper. I don't know what else would be a ring around here. I think we dump it on him and see. All right. An evocant. I just want to confirm with it having just, yeah. So we're at, okay, I like that. More gets added as we discover things. That is auto labeling now. That didn't lower our dread or whatever we want to call that. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. That's what we can do with stuff we don't need anymore. Yeah, I'd like to find a way to lower our dread before we start trying to figure out where this wine cellar is. Cellar of the wine merchant, right? Because nothing... Farm... Barrows... High Green Church, Hospital, Woods, Lock House, Boatyard, Stockside Rock, the Old Jail, Museum of History, Spoken Word, Keystone Manor, Market Square, Twinnings, Town Hall, Blacksmith's Guild, the Covenant, Undermere Station, the Pit, Mossy Wood, Galfrey's Tower, the Mary Bell, the Bleak Stones, Cargith Hall, Wordsworth Library, Jacob's Folly. Yeah, see, none of these... It makes me think that this is only a part of the piece of information we need to figure out. Because there's a lot here that you could consider next door. So yeah, we'll wait on trying to figure that out. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunnos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Okay. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the pattern of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. So bronze. Oh. We can cross-reference. Okay, let's start there. Bronze. I don't know what a torque is. So that may slow us down here. Oh, and let me move. So this was made of bronze, right? And it does have the horns, although not the right kind of horns, right? Strong sense of being watched. Okay. What is a torque? Oh, could I have cross-referenced that? No. All right, let's look at the other side. Just trying to make it so that I can see everything. Without going back and forth. What are you? Bone, yellowed and white. Made it very clear we're looking for something bronze. Lightly colored wood. Bronze. Uneven texture. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Okay, so we have that. Maybe I should... Let's look at the picture again. Wearing or holding a torque. So holding a snake. That's a staff. You got like an upside down horseshoe belt buckle, which if I understand cowboy lore means he is unlucky in love. Oh. The thing around his neck. Is that a torque? Because that looks like this, right? The only thing we know is that this is bronze, but... I think that's it. I wasn't paying attention when we screwed up on that first one. If that added to our despair. Yep. Okay, so we know that these sketches are more than just flavor. They are also blues. All right, more for our book. Okay. That's our first day. I am really excited by this game. I'm kind of taken with it. This is cool. We'll keep going next time. If you liked that video, go ahead and subscribe. And if you didn't, please email me and Tell me why.